Alright, now we're finally headed to that very long Chargestone Cave. So, as you show up there, now that you have your badge, Clay will appear. And he'll be like, thanks for waiting. Looks like the nest of the electric-type Pokemon got eventually. I don't know why, but folks having problems with the Crocodile. Take it out. Yo. Oh. Show that thing to the boss. This here TM's yours. It's my favorite TM, so you can teach it all your Pokemon. It's TM 78. Bulldoze. It's called Bulldoze. This move does damage and lowers the speed of any Pokemon it hits. If you use Bulldoze right, it can work to your advantage. Wherever you can go and do something, do things how you want, decide your own limits. Yeah. Keep it real, homie. Okay, but before we go to the cave, there's something really important. There's actually two things that you should know. First of all, this house here is important. Not only can you talk to this lady here, and she will heal your Pokemon, which is just lovely in case you don't want to go all the way back to the Pokemon Center. But, well, this old guy, he will talk about his poor Patilil and Celestial Tower. But this little girl here, she'll give you a shiny stone if you talk to her. Now, this thing can be used to evolve your Minccino into Cinccino. And that's very useful, because you'll probably want to do that, because Minccino is awesome. Or Cinccino is awesome. Sometimes I get those two names mixed up. Anyway, before I go, there's that second thing I was telling you about, and this is also really important. You want to make sure you have repels. Max repels or super repels, to be specific. Having good Pokeballs is handy too. I mean, you're going in a cave, so it wouldn't hurt picking up some Dusk Balls too. They cost 1,000 each, but they're really potent. 3.5 times as potent as normal Pokeballs. That's pretty darn good. But I'm also going to pick up some normal Pokeballs just because they're cheap and effective, and I know how to weaken Pokemon like a boss. I will also pick up some Great Balls just in case I'm not feeling quite as optimal. I will pass on the Ultra Balls for right now. Now, it's your choice between Super Repels and Max Repels. Super Repels actually give you just a slightly better bang for your buck, but Max Repels are just a little bit more convenient. Never get normal Repels though, they stink. So I picked up 20 Max Repels. That should be way more than enough. 10 will be more than enough to get you by. Don't worry. So as you appear, whoa! Who are these guys? What? Come. Ah! I'm being dragged off, and here's N! My Lord N, we brought you the one you wanted. Oh, jeez! It's N! Ah, yes, that was the Shadow Triad just now. Justice enlisted them. Apparently, they were the ones who prepared the Galvantula nest at the cave entrance. Chargestone Cave, I like this place. Formulas express electricity. People did not exist. This would be an ideal place. You have been chosen, you know. Does it surprise you that I said that? No, not at all. It doesn't surprise me. I'm, like, awesome like that. I told Getsis about you and your friends. After I did, he apparently used the Shadow Triad to find you. Sharon is the sullying ideal of strength. Poor Bianca's faced the reality. She can't get stronger. Team Plasma will be waiting for you ahead. Getsis apparently wants to see how good of a Pokemon trainer you are. Yeah, whatever, dude. He's very odd, to say the least. I'm sure he had many friends while growing up. Okay, so turn on my dowsing machine here, get zapped a little bit by those rocks, and then, hey! Oh, speak of the devil, it's Bianca! And she's like, Devin, did you know this? The floating stones move when you touch them, right, Professor? Oh, it's Professor Juniper! What are you doing in a place like this? How are you, Devin? I'm doing great. It's always charged with electricity that Pokemon like. That's why the stones are floating. Not all of the stones can be pushed. Her father asked her to look up Clink. Interesting. But I was already interested in this anyway. Oh yeah, Devin, this is for you. A lucky egg! Oh my goodness, this is like the best gift ever. I cannot believe they were so kind to give you a lucky egg. This is unbelievable. It increases the experience points you get by 50% in every battle. That is awesome. It makes training so much easier, and that item was so hard to get in previous games that for them to just give it to you halfway through the game is like one of those, did I just read that right moments? Anyway, one of the Pokemon you can catch in here is Joltik. It's the cute little electric bug spider thing, and it evolves into the rather fierce Galvantula. It's a great electric type to have, so I certainly recommend having one on your team if you haven't decided on your electric type yet. It also makes a really good bug Pokemon too. It's special based, so just something to consider. And there's another one. Go fancy that, huh? Okay, so as you see, I can push those floating stones towards the other magnetic rocks, or the electric rocks. You can't push them in any other direction, though, so you'll always need to be making sure you push them towards an electric rock. Now, one of the other 4 Pokemon you can encounter here is Ferocity, and this is an interesting grass steel type. It starts off very wimpy, in the fact that it really can't do much damage to you. It's one of those tank-ish Pokemon. Actually, it's more of a wall, really, in the fact that it isn't going to do anything. But just hang tight. Watch. Did you hear that? That metally sound? And see how it shook? Watch. That right there happens extremely rarely. I'd say maybe 1% of the time when you're throwing Pokeballs. I don't know that number for sure. It can be any type of Pokeball, but it's called... People oftentimes call it a critical catch, because it's like a critical hit of catching Pokemon. And basically, you'll hear a metally sound at the beginning of the toss, and then the ball will shake only once, and it will automatically catch the Pokemon that you've thrown it at. I think there's a chance it might not automatically catch it, but every single time I have seen it happen, it's caught the Pokemon. So I tend to assume it's just a really good thing. I'm not getting into the nitty-gritty. Basically, if you see that, that's oftentimes called a critical catch, and it does things. And then there's Clink. It's just a pure metal type, and it's okay. It evolves into Clink Clang, or Clang, and then Clink Clang. Both are pure steel types, and Clink Clang's actually pretty darn good. They just don't learn a lot of really good attacks. They have some signature stuff, but they lack variety, and that really stinks. And Ferocity, like I was saying earlier, it's okay, but the problem is when you evolve it, when you evolve it, it's great. It's a little bit more on the defensive side, but it is capable of attacking too. But it's going to be a while before you get to that point, and Ferocity is certainly nothing to brag about. Now this guy here, this ace trainer, he's got an Arcan on his team, and this flying rock chicken thinks it wants to, well, I don't know what. Wants to make a dinner out of my Pokemon, but don't let it. This thing hits pretty darn hard, so try to make sure you strike it first. It doesn't have a lot of defensive power, though. I see! Oh, wow, he saw, didn't he? Huh, interesting. I see. Alright, that was quite bizarre. So there is a hidden item over here that I will show you, because I have my dowsing machine on. It is an elixir. And, you know, you can never get enough of those. Hopefully you do not use them too often. Now, in order to get past this, you need to push it that way. See? Boom! Just like that. And then you can push this one down. That'll let you pass. Awesome. So, moving right along. Can push that one for no good reason. And then, oh my goodness, it's Juniper and Bianca again. Hi there, did you find something? We're just done collecting data. It's been around. Data to prove Clink existed more than 100 years ago can't be proven, so it suddenly appeared 100 years ago. Huh. Weird. Okay, thanks for telling me that. I wonder why these little guys are by our sides. That was really insightful. Thank you for telling me all of that. It really made my day better. But no, really, thank you for giving me that lucky egg! Who am I kidding? So moving along here. Oh boy. Let's see. I will teach you the harshness of life and the difficulty of Pokemon battles. He will teach me the harshness of life? Is he insane? That sounds like really, really ridiculous there. I mean, there's some harsh stuff in life. There are poor people on the streets. There are floods. There are flying snakes. There are burnt toast things. I mean, that's harsh. I don't know if he wants... I don't want him to teach me that. No, siree. Definitely not. I will settle for a Pokemon battle, but for some bearded man hiking to teach me about the harshness of life does not sound like a very good thing at all. But I will teach him the harshness of my Pokemon's attacks, at the very least. You know, settling just a little bit milder, to say the least. He has a Bulldoze and a Girder on his team. A stereotypical mix that you have probably grown to see quite often. Now I will send out my bird here, which looks just like a little bird. Look at it, it's a bird. It's a bird, it's a bird, it's a bird, I see. But she does know fly, and that will come in handy here. And I don't care what anyone thinks, I like my bird. Alright, so I will fly and knock that girder out like a champ. Look at that. Awesome. And Snow White there, she leveled up to level 31 and is learning Acid Armor, a move that raises his defense by 2 stages. Not too shabby, really. I mean, it's not going to turn it into a physical wall by any means, but I certainly am more likely to use it than Taunt. Well, I guess I'll take a hike. Or guess I'll take a hike. Yeah, take a hike! And go jump off a cliff or something. The cave Pokemon lurks in the piles of dirt! Like that one over there. It's still just a Drillbur, though. You can find them. Now, you can't push that one because it would be pushing it away. And you don't want to do that. No. But you can use that as an exit later on. That's what's up with it. Oh, no. Whoa. Whoa. Come. Ah! Ah! Oh, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh, my goodness. What are you doing here? Oh, my goodness. There's stairs going down ahead. Team Plasma's waiting for you there. Oh, jeez. They're creepy. All right. A Hyper Potion. Awesome. A good potion to have. I will use the dowsing machine again. Can't push it that way, so I have to push it down. Look at that. Alright, oh, it's a researcher. Hello there. I love this place. The electricity charges up my inspiration. How inspirational. Okay, Sue. Let's see. What do you got? Oh, you have a Link. One of those things, but you're one of those people who likes to use items on the first turn. Yeah, like an X special. What's up with that? Okay, well, you can go ahead and use that all you want. But I'm going to Storm Throw you and knock you out. Haha. Oh, you're a scientist. Aha! That made a light bulb go off in my head. Go on in my head, I'm sorry. I guess they were called researchers in the Japanese version. That's why. They're just scientists in this. Same thing, eh? So, before you go down those stairs, make sure you pick up the iron here, just in case you need to iron your clothes or something before going down. Well, actually, well, you could raise your Pokemon's defense, not iron clothes. What am I talking about? So we will continue exploring the Chargestone Cave on the next episode of Marriland's Pokemon White Adventure.